Well, hi guys, Aaron Dorr here with the Missouri Firearms Coalition. Taking a moment today with Senator Eric Burlison to more kind of talk about the fight for gun rights in Missouri and how far we've come in the last couple of years, because it wasn't that long ago that Missouri didn't have constitutional carry, didn't have stand your ground law, didn't have castle doctrine, didn't have lifetime carry permits, didn't have SAPA, and besides the members of MOFC who've been pushing this, all these bills have your name on them. All these laws, I should say, have your name on them.
Well, I couldn't have done it without the grassroots and with so much support from folks back home. So when I first got elected in 2009, when I entered this building, I was really eager. The bill I really wanted to pass was constitutional carry, and I was immediately told, "Whoa, hold your horses! That we're not ready for that.
Too extreme.
You're going way too far." And Missouri would have been the 5th state to pass constitutional carry, and so I was excited. I had the bill drafted, but I even had firearms groups tell me, we're not ready for that. So I thought maybe I'm a little over my skis here, so I didn't file the bill. I didn't file it until I got a call from a constituent back home. And I just want to say that because I want people to know, when you think that your phone calls or you reaching out to a lawmaker isn't important, it's unbelievably important to us. At least it is to me. And I got that phone call, and I told that constituent, because they called and asked, do I support constitutional carry? Because they supported a constitutional carry. And I said, you know what? Not only do I support it, but because you called, I'm going to file the bill today. And I walked the language of the bill down to the clerk's office and filed it that day. And so that was the start of a lot of things.
And as you guys know, the pressure is what is always necessary to move all these gun bills. And MOFC was born on the fight for constitutional carry. That was our primary goal when we first reached out to you in late 2015. And as that pressure began to really hit this building, that bill became a very big expansion of gun rights. And it wasn't just constitutional carry. When it was all said and done, it became much more.
Yeah, because by the time everybody in the building had heard, okay, we need to pass constitutional carry, we've been hearing from people back home, we realized there's enough momentum that we might be able to get a little bit more. And so we took a great bill and we were able to add stand your ground. We were able to add lifetime concealed carry permits for those people that wanted to get the permit. We were able to add, extension of castle doctrine to the bill. And so we made an amazing bill and was able to pass it. Now, Governor Nixon vetoed it, but we were able to, and then between the veto, I had that summer of trying to keep all the frogs in the bucket to keep everybody in, but we were able to override the governor's veto, and now it's on my wall. And so we're proud to have passed that bill. And then also...
Well, just to be clear what that means then, stand your ground law, huge. Castle doctrine at that time only applied to you. So if you were at your house, you could defend yourself. If I was visiting you at your house and someone came to attack you and your family and me while I was at your house, it'd be a crime for me to defend myself. We took care of that. Lifetime carry permits, and that was at that time the biggest expansion of gun rights, not just in Missouri, but at that time any state level gun bill in America. And it really paved the way for a lot of states to begin to follow this idea that we can act like red states. If we have strong leaders on the inside who will fight for these expansions, combined with gun owners on the outside who are putting pressure on the legislature, we can pass not just some stuff, but big stuff. And you guys did that in 2016. But then, a couple years go by and we had a lot of problems with various moderates who were blocking bills. Come along we have SAPA. And SAPA legislation, of course, is what is that safeguard between ourselves here in Missouri and Joe Biden's tyranny. It stops Missouri cops from having to be forced to enforce, Biden's tyrannical gun control. And again, we turn to you to lead that fight on the Senate side. And now this trail has been blazed again.
Yes, SAPA is really groundbreaking. We're getting phone calls from other legislators in other states, but it just was logical. Our law enforcement is a very precious resource, and we want them focused on the murders and the thefts and all the violent crime in this state, and not to be, hijacked and diverted to be focused on whatever flavor of the day that Joe Biden has that he wants them to enforce. And so We want them to focus. We have enough crimes in this state. We want our law enforcement to be focused because we covet their resources. Those resources are important. We want them focused on the things in this state. And we don't want to make law-abiding Missourians felons for simply having, a pistol brace or too many rounds in a magazine. That's crazy.
It's a madman in the White House, and SAPA is protecting us from him right now. And so, of course, this year we're going beyond again. We're trying to fix the problems of stand your ground law after the McCloskey situation, trying to get rid of deadly gun-free zones. And guys, throughout this entire fight, it's your pressure, your phone calls, your emails that make the difference, but it's also your work on the inside, Eric. A lot of guys talk about standing up for gun rights, especially when they're in campaign mode, but you have consistently delivered for gun owners, and we've been very happy to work with you and Representative Taylor in these fights. So guys, keep the pressure coming. Keep the phone calls coming. Together, our Missouri Firearms Coalition, Senator Burlison, we've done a lot to expand gun rights in the state. There's more work to be done. We all saw that with the McCloskey situation last year. That fight continues. It's never going to be done because even when we pass the good stuff, then we have anti-gunners who come along and try to repeal the good stuff. So folks, keep the pressure on. This is just kind of one of those, take a step back and remember how far we've come with all the pressure you brought to bear so far. Keep it coming. Send your emails, make your phone calls, sign petitions, and keep the pressure on the people in this building. Senator Burlison, I just want to thank you again for all your work on this, and it's been a lot of fun. What Missouri has become is a landmark. It's a shining light for a lot of red states who've now trying to catch up. And on behalf of all the Missourians watching this video, I think we're very happy to be in that position. So keep the pressure on, guys.
Thank you.